Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, everybody. I hope and pray that your week is off to an amazing start. As for mine, my week started off pretty uh, eventful. I woke up on this weekend with a really bad cold. I have no idea where I got this cold from, but everybody in my household has it, so somebody gave it to me. Hello, thank you guys so much for joining me. Make sure that you put it in the chat where you're joining me from. I would absolutely love to give you a shout out. And like I said, I'm battling this really bad cold. I thought I had like a sinus infection or whatever, so I went to urgent care and they told me, no, you don't have no COVID, you don't have no flu, you just got a bad cold. So I'm trying to fight it. If y'all guys have any kind of remedies about how I can fight this cold, please, please, please put it in the chat or send me an email or DM me or something with what I can use. Cause I'm telling you, Gil got the cold now and my son, everybody got a cold in my household and we don't even know, like literally we ain't really done nothing or been nowhere to get it. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for hopping on. I appreciate you. Hi Trish, how are you? Joining from Hardwood MD. How you doing, Trish? Good, good, good. You just getting home from basketball practice? Girl, I don't miss those days at all. I have my nieces here and she was playing basketball practice and she was playing basketball till she got out of control and we had to take that away from her this season, but she'll be back on. But thank you so much for hopping on. I appreciate you so much. Everybody, you guys, thank you so much for hopping on. Please, please put in the chat where you're joining me from. I would absolutely love, love, love to give you a shout out. Um, Trish, did you get a chance to see? I miss you. I miss you too. Did you get a chance to? Kiki was here. This weekend teaching. This would have been normally the weekend I did BSB, but I had a minor procedure, and so I wasn't able to do BSB. But it's gonna be on and popping. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys so much for hopping on. I hope your New Year's is off to an amazing start. Again, I know I sound a little funny, but I have a really bad cold. And if y'all have like a good remedy that I can do besides taking Theraflu cold or whatever it is, please let me know because I want to try to do something natural. But anyway, this chat comes from a couple actually from Nashville, Tennessee. And it says, hi, Dr. Gail. We will both be turning 60 years old in the next 2 months of this year. And we want to know if our sex life will change. We have managed to be married 30 years. Congratulations, y'all been married 30 years. And our sex life has been pretty good up until now. But we heard that once you hit 60, things begin to go downhill. And we wanted to ask your opinion. Is it true? Now, you guys, I'll be turning 56 on February the 10th, and I'm excited about it. And so as I get closer to 60, I was all over this question because I believe that, God created sex and he created it for a purpose. And so I want to answer this from a perspective of the health benefits of why you should continue to have sex up until you go on to glory. Yes, I missed BSB this year. Hope you're on swift recovery. I actually am on a really good recovery. I just this cold is just what's getting me now. And so I know you'll be there for the baby shower. Yeah, they're gonna become grandma and aunties. Anyway, so I want to answer it from a perspective. And I get a lot of people who are much younger that are not engaging in meaningful sex. Now, there are many reasons why people stop engaging in sex. It could be unforgiveness, it can be infidelity, it could be health reasons that they are not aware of. It could be health reasons that they are aware of. It could be sexually transmitted diseases that they don't want to pass on to their mates. It could be so many reasons why people stop engaging in sex. But this couple has been in a committed relationship, from what I can tell, for 30 years, and they're just both going to be turning 60 this year. Congratulations. And they want to make sure that they are going to continue to be able to engage in sex in a meaningful way. And will things change? Now, I can't predict their future, but what I can tell them is that if it's not broke, don't fix it. And yes, you can have an amazing sex life up until you close your eyes. And I actually just had the pleasure of speaking with a couple who were in their late 70s. He was about to turn 80, and they still was having sex. I was like, wow. I mean, so it is possible. But let me give you some things that you can look forward to going into your 60s and knowing that you can continue to have an amazing sex life. Now, if you're much younger and you're not engaging in meaningful sex, you need to fix that. Unless there is a medical condition that is not allowing you to have penetration sex, but you can have amazing intimacy. And that's something that needs to be discussed between both of you guys. If you're withholding sex because there's unforgiveness, there's been infidelity, that you're lying to your partner about, that you have a sexually transmitted disease, all of those things, you need to fix it. Because let me just tell you, it's not easy out here being single. It's not. I get I don't know how many emails per week from single people trying to get married. I get married people who don't want to roll up the sleeves, own their own crap, and fix it. So you can't have it both ways. And when you signed up and got married, unless, like I said, there's a medical condition that you cannot engage in meaningful sex, but you can engage in intimacy, it's two different things. But when you signed up and said, I do to your spouse, you became their sole source of their sexual pleasure. And most people don't look at it like that, but you did. And that's the reason why when infidelity happened, you get so upset, you get mad, and you feel like, oh my God. And a lot of times people commit adultery, and I'm not condoning it. I'm not saying it's okay or nothing like that. But they do it because there's something missing in the marriage, and they don't have the skills, or they don't want to open their mouth and say, this is what's missing for me. How can you meet this need? Okay. So anyway, yes, you can have a meaningful sex life well into your 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, until you go into glory. And this is what's so great about being in your 60s. For one, you have fewer life distractions. You don't have to worry about kids probably coming in and out of your house. You ain't got to worry about no pregnancy concerns. You don't have to worry about people hearing what you're doing. You guys are familiar with each other, and you're usually more open to trying new things. And so, yes, your sex life can be off the charts in your 60s. It can. And let me just tell you the benefits of continuing to have meaningful sex until you go on to glory. It improves your sleep. It is naturally a melatonin for you. It lowers your blood pressure. It boosts your immunity. It helps it helps your heart and lungs function better. I'm telling you, it lowers stroke rates. It could do so many different things for you as you age and mature. So if you are wondering, should you continue to have sex after 60? The answer is absolutely yes. Just from those benefits alone, and I can go on and on and on and on about the benefits of having sex. But there is some things that as you mature, you need to look out for. And for men, it can absolutely help you with erectile dysfunction. It can help you ward off prostate cancer. It can also help you with circulation throughout your whole entire body. Okay. And for women, it has a lot of benefits for us, but I want to make sure that you also understand these things. Make sure when as you mature, the body does not lubricate on a natural basis like it did when you was in your 20s and 30s and 40s. So you want to make sure that you engage in a lot of foreplay. You want to make sure that you introduce a really good lube. KY jelly is not a really good lube. I don't care what you say. Invest in a really good lube. Just Like Me is a really good lube from Pure Romance. Bedroom Candy has some really good lubes. Good Clean Loving is a really good lube. If you are a woman and you're having problems getting some arousal, Zestra is a natural female um, uh, 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 enhancement gel that is made for women. There's a lot of good stuff out there on the market for women and for men in order for you to engage and stay active well after 60. So, to answer your question for this couple, and I appreciate you guys asking this question. Yes, you can have a meaningful sex life, and you shouldn't have to worry about what age you tick over to. Just make sure that you both are comfortable. You try different sex positions and make sure that you both are pleasing each other and you both are having a mutual experience. And it's all about communication. It's all about making sure that you're both comfortable and also saying your needs, your wants, and your desires as you age. Okay. Because of course you're not going to be swinging from the ceilings like you was when you was in your 20s or 30s. But and that's the reason why I say engage in some different sex positions, because as you age the body changes, and different angles and stuff will have different reactions. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about sex after 60? um Speaking of that, it says my husband and I talked about winter virginia. Haha, I never heard of it, but you a mess. You're a real mess. But Trish, you're a mess. Anyway, so invest in a good lube, stay connected. And speaking of that, I am for my birthday, February 10th, I am holding a 2-hour webinar for women called Let's Talk About Sex. And I'm going to really talk to women about how to begin to enjoy sex if you're not enjoying sex. As we age and mature, our body changes. And a lot of times we don't understand why what was happening in the bedroom that was pleasing us even a year ago is no longer pleasing us. And so I'm going to give you guys some practical stuff. I'm going to introduce you into some amazing products. And I'm just going to talk about how the body changes and matures and how you can have this conversation with your spouses about how to get your sexual needs met. Because on my channel, I have the 7 effects that a sexless marriage has on a man, and then I did the 7 effects that a sexless marriage has on a woman, and those things almost have over a 500,000 views. And so that lets me know that too many people are not engaging in meaningful sex. So I really want to start with the women and talk to us and get us in a space where we're enjoying sex and understanding how our bodies work. understanding our needs, wants, and desires, and being able to articulate them, because your spouse is not a mind reader. They only understand what used to work last week, week before, or 4 years ago. They don't understand that your body is changing, your needs are changing, and if you're not able to articulate that, you pulling away is not the answer. You got to open your mouth. So I would love to have you guys join me for the webinar. If you just go to my website, gailcrowder.com, and I just put that in the chat and register, I would love to have you. Hi, Courtney. How are you? Where are you joining from? Joining me from? I would love to give you a shout out. I appreciate you for getting on here. But yes, my husband is definitely not sexually driven. Help us. Okay. Well, again, Courtney, I would love to hear you and see you and let's talk about sex. As you can see, if you just go to gailcrowder.com, it's right on the homepage. I would love to have you guys join me for that webinar. Like I said, it is February 10th, my birthday, because I'm going to be teaching on my birthday. But Raleigh, North Carolina, thank you so much for joining me, Courtney. I appreciate you. And again, I would love to have you guys. If you guys have any questions that you want me to answer on Wife Chat, all you have to do is inbox me, email me on any of my social media platforms. Go to my website, you can email me, and I will definitely put you in the queue to answer your question. Just know I will never say your name. I will just say this came from a husband or a wife or a couple, and I'll tell them what city or state you're from, and that's how I conduct Wife Chat. Hey, Sister Courtney, glad you joined us. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys so much for all your support. Look out for, I have so many webinars, and I have some live events I'm going to be doing across the country this year. I'm really excited about what God is doing. My television pilot is in editing, and so it'll be ready in February. Like I said, all the main streaming platforms have already picked it up. Thank you, Jesus. But we are pitching it to a couple of major networks. So you guys be in prayer for that. If you guys need me, you can always schedule a free 15-minute consultation. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm only trying to help you with one situation that is bogging you down in your marriage, because I want to see you guys win. As you guys know, I know what it is to be in an absolute horrible marriage that I created, but I also know what it is to roll up my sleeves and go to work and fix it. If there's nothing else, you guys, thank you so much for joining me here on Wife Chat. If you need me, you guys know how to find me. I know y'all do, because I'm always telling you how to find me, and you don't have to suffer and be on this journey alone. I'm here for you guys, and I want to see you win. And thank you guys so much for always supporting me on my YouTube and all my social media platforms. I don't take you guys for granted. Y'all pray that I get over this cold. Send me y'all remedies.